Hi, it's LuLaRoe SaraLyn. If you watched my first awesome video, you'd see that I made this like backwards and I was like, woohoo, yay. And then I replayed the video and saw that it is backwards in the video. So I am LuLaRoe SaraLyn in my handy dandy Post-it notes that I found in this hotel desk drawer because I happen to be out of the country right now. So I have this awesome opportunity to make a bunch of training videos for my QBs and the girls on my team. So I am LuLaRoe SaraLyn. I am working off of the form that is floating around called 30 Things to Do While You Wait to be Onboarded for LuLaRoe. So this pertains just to becoming a LuLaRoe consultant. And I'm just kind of working through that list. It's short little videos that basically cover those different things. I think there's about 30 things, but I've added a couple that I will go to towards the end, which have to go with a little bit further or deeper pertaining to like Instagram accounts, linking it, that kind of thing. So I have quite a bit of videos to get through. Some of them are going to be short and brief. So other ones will be more in detail. I don't really plan to do a lot of the how-to. That's not really my niche. My niche is just kind of explaining why you're going to do that and how it pertains to your LuLaRoe business. I'm not the go-to girl of how to do this or how to do that. Maybe my husband will join me and partner with me in some of those how-to videos because he's a rock star, but he handles a lot of those kinds of things. And I just get to sell awesome clothing and be a leader of some amazing girls on my teams, all the way from art teachers to stay-at-home moms to working moms to all sorts of different people across the United States to incredible women. I absolutely love my team. That's why I'm doing this. As our team continues to grow, that this is also a tool they can give to their girls in order to help them while they're waiting in the queue. Maybe one day the queue will be fortunate and it won't really be fully in existence, but for now it's here. So while you have time to wait, it's super exciting that you have this opportunity to build all of these things. When I onboarded, it took a week and I had my stuff and it was right there on my door. And I actually didn't want to sell. I mean, obviously this isn't quite the training part yet, but I didn't want to sell until January. I onboarded in October and I was like, I'm going to wait till January. I want to get organized and I have an A-type personality when it comes to that kind of thing. And my sponsor was like, girl, October, November, December are the biggest selling months. Get going. And I'm very, very fortunate that she gave me that push and I jumped right in. So think of this as an awesome, awesome opportunity for you to get all the back office kinds of things organized and put together because you have that crazy opportunity in order to be fully prepared versus I was like, I got to start an Instagram. I don't really know how to make an Instagram and I'm trying to sell clothes and I'm trying to do this. And you guys are going to have this all mastered before you even get that call. And then when you get that call, it's going to feel amazing and you're just going to be able to roll with the punches because you got everything set up. So today I'm going to talk about a few of those, about 4 of those things on that list. And the first one is talking about mileage tracking. So this is important if you don't know and you own your own business. I am not a legal expert by any means. However, your mileage is deductible at the end of the year, or should I say a portion? Well, your mileage is deductible. A portion of your write-offs are deductible. You should check with a tax professional in order to find out exactly what your needs are and what your different tax brackets and things like that work about. I'm not going to ever really talk about tax because I would not have much to say. It would be a very short video. However, with mileage, all the mileage that you use, whether it's going to pick up your inventory, whether if you have it accepted into a facility and not delivered by UPS to your home, is deductible. Driving to all of your pop-ups is deductible. If you have a team meeting, it's deductible. If you drive down to conference, if you happen to live in the local area, that's deductible. If you come to a training, it's deductible. All of that mileage is deductible. So There are really, really awesome, complicated systems, and the people who do a lot of driving, maybe they will have better perspective on how to track and different apps and things like that. I've tried a couple apps, and for me, it's just not something I'm able to keep up with. It's not in my brain, and it's not in my mind, so I have a very, very simple system. I reset my odometer when I get in my car. And then I drive somewhere and I get there, and I drive there and I get back. And when I get home, I take a quick little snapshot of my odometer. I happen to have a LuLaRoe folder in my photo albums, and I put it into that album and it's done. So when tax season then comes, I have all of those miles logged. Again, you could put that into a Excel document or something like that if that was something you wanted to do. That's what my husband in return does. So you have to figure out a system that works for you. I know that there are a lot of systems out there. It's just my simple way of being able to track it right there on the spot and not forgetting to do it after the fact, or log in, that kind of thing. It's just kind of ingrained into my system of that's how I do it. Another way that you probably could do it is go ahead and MapQuest or Google Maps that out and pre-record your mileage as far as to your location and back. But do keep in mind that this is not the most accurate, because if you run into traffic or all of a sudden there's an accident and you spend longer doing that, all of it is deductible. So go ahead, and I highly recommend figuring out whatever system that is for you, that it works. I just believe if you're pretty simple like me and you're just really excited and want to sell the clothing and be around the people, then this is a really great way to be able to track it very simply. So receipt tracking. The other thing is there are certain situations where you will have receipts that pertain to your business. Again, I use it with my phone, because if I'm ordering something off Amazon, say racks, for instance, I'm able to screenshot that rack purchase, and I have that money already accounted for. Rubber bands that I roll my leggings in, that kinds of things. I go to the dollar store, I come home, I put the receipt out, snap a picture, and I no longer have to have the paper trail. My husband personally has me keep some of the paper trail right now, and we're still newer into the business, so maybe we'll fully rely on the technology, but as for now, we're being redundant in our system. I think that the picture trick and just putting it into an album, if you can get in a really good habit of it, this is one of the hardest habits, I think, to get into. I'm going to be making a pop-up checklist. And when I go ahead and get ready to leave for pop-ups, I'm going to literally have the checklist to make sure that I'm accounting for all of those things. The same thing with wrapping up, just making sure that I have crossed all my T's and dotted all of my I's. So the other thing that you can be doing with tracking is also your incentives. If you are giving out incentives like you need to be, which is 1 for every 10 items that sell, as long as you are doing that, you could literally just have a Post-it note, go ahead and jot it down, and then have the dollar amounts associated with what your incentives are of what you gave away. And you could snap a picture of that. That's the easy way. I know that some people track it through the Audrey system. That's a good one to talk to your sponsor about. You can handle it through there. I know a couple of my girls, that's how they prefer to handle incentives and or their personal items that they keep. Then one of the awesome things about being a LuLaRoe consultant is you get to own the clothing. So it is free advertising, and as Deanne really says, you need to be wearing LuLaRoe all the time. It took me, I think, about 4 months, and then now I pretty much only exclusively wear LuLaRoe. There are very few occasions where you don't see me wearing LuLaRoe. I wish they made a swimsuit, but they're probably not. So I really love LuLaRoe, and it's free advertising, and I get to wear all the awesome clothing, and more times than not, somebody stops me and asks, oh, what is that? Or, oh my gosh, that's beautiful. Or thank you, you know, or, oh, that top is really cute. Yeah, so I'm not as much of a legging person, which is crazy because this business is like blowing up with these leggings. I happen to love, this is just personal side notes, I happen to love the Amelia dress. That's the reason that I kind of came into LuLaRoe and fell in love with it. And then the Sarah cardigan, not because it's my name, but the Sarah cardigan has kind of stole my heart. So now these Carlies are absolutely amazing, and I'm really, really enjoying them. I hated the Julia. I was like, oh my goodness, the very first pop-up that I went to, I was like, no way. And then I started wearing Julias. This was my very first Julia because it was a rose print, and I was like, I have to have that, even though it was not necessarily in my size. And I took it and I started wearing it, and then I got used to it, and I can wear 4 different sizes in the Julia. I probably could wear more, but I don't know if I would personally like the looks of upsizing much more past what I'm already doing. And then I have an absolute love, as one of the girls on our team knows, an absolute love of taking a Julia and saying, you can wear this, and somebody saying, no, I can't. And me saying, yes, you can, put it on with this and this. And then them being like, oh my gosh, I can wear it. And I'm like, yes, you can. Only you define in your head what you can and can't wear. So I digress, obviously way far off the subject. So these are short little videos. These are not necessarily like crazy informative, but it's just kind of that little daily check-in, quick little video, and then you can go research behind if you want something more, you know, fancier than my simple ways, that kind of thing. Then you have the opportunity to spend the rest of the day studying how to do those kinds of things. Like I said, maybe I'll get my husband in like a part 2 series where he will handle the how-tos and things like that, because he is the brains behind everything. But I just wanted to say, everybody have a great day. And I'm probably going to do a couple of these videos right now and knock them out. And then, yeah, and then I'll probably be back on tomorrow. So everybody have a great night. I love my team. Bye.